people saying hey already. Hey there, Miss Linda Taylor. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Let's see if I can make this visible. Yeah, there we go. All right. Linda Taylor says, hey there already. She's already here. I appreciate you for tuning in. I'm just going to like and share this video. Do me a favor, if you're tuning in, like and share the video. I have about 2 minutes. I'm going to start at the top of the hour. But if you're tuning in already, go ahead and like and share the video. Hey, Miss Joanne. Let me see how I can start. Oh, okay. I think I need to do this. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm starting early so I can work out the kinks. Hey, Miss Joanne. Uh-oh. Okay. Beautiful. Page. Okay. Miss Linda says okay. I got about 1 more minute, and I do want to start on time. Let's see. Yes, I am live. Yay. Okay, so let me turn that down. All right, I just wanted to make sure I was live, and I still have 1 minute. Thank you for tuning in. Normally on the, all right, it's that time. Normally on the last Saturday of the month, we have something that we call a brunch and learn. We normally gather people, we eat brunch, and then of course we have a session. Well, of course, obviously because of what's happening in the world today, and we're practicing social distancing, I decided to have the brunch and learn online today. And I was going to have some food here, but I thought, that may not be a good thing, me smacking and trying to talk at the same time. So hopefully you have and I have lights, y'all pray for me. Hopefully you have your breakfast or brunch, whatever you're choosing to eat, and you decided to join us. Today I want to talk about tips, options, opportunities, leverage, and strategies to grow your business. Yes, Rona messes stuff up. You hear me? But listen, let me tell you something. We do not operate in fear. I just posted, if you follow me on social media, you probably have seen this, but I posted on social media that this day has been scheduled. This did not catch God by surprise. As a matter of fact, I just want to read it to you because I just sent it to somebody recently, and I want to read it to you. This is what I put on social media. So today is not an accident. It was scheduled by the divine. Before there was a pandemic, you were predestined with purpose. You are still called to prosper and be in health. No need to fear. Go within and allow spirit to allow you to speak to you plans and strategies to survive and thrive. Greater is spirit within you than anything happening in the world. So again, this day has been scheduled. It did not catch God by surprise. And you still have to walk in the purpose and plan that God has for your life. Of course, we're sending prayers, as I know people that have been affected by the coronavirus or COVID-19. So I'm not taking it lightly, but I want you to know that this day has been scheduled. You know what? I read something and I thought this was so interesting. I'm going to read it to you and then I'm going to get into today's teaching. Did you know on average, this is on average, 150,000 people die each day across the globe? That's about 2/3, 100,000 per day die across the world. 150,000 people die each day across the globe. I was telling a friend of mine, my friend Gilbert, just yesterday, I said, I'm not fearing death. I don't plan to die. I've been decreeing and declare that I shall live and not die, and I shall live until I'm satisfied. Let me say that again. I shall live and not die, and I shall live until I'm satisfied. That has been my declaration. But if, my scheduled day of um, transition happens, I'm not fearing it. I'm ready. I'm actually excited about it. So I'm not worried about it. I am actually excited about if I transition. I don't plan to transition anytime soon, but if life happens, if my time is up and I make a transition, I am ready. And you should be too. You must understand that your day that you were born has been scheduled, and your day that you make your transition back home has been scheduled. So you do not need to operate or live in fear. All right, I'm ready. Tips, options, opportunities, and leverages and strategies to grow your business. Okay. All right. So let's go with it. Now, this is normally a brunch and learn. We normally gather. Miss Linda says, "Amen." We normally gather on the last Saturday of the month, and we have food, we have brunch. But I decided to do it online, obviously, because of what's happening in the world today. Hey, if you want the notes to today's conversation, I'm going to have it here on the screen, but you can also download it. Go to blackbusinessowners.com/store to get the notes to follow along with today's webinar. And then as a bonus, I'm going to give you a 10-week devotional for Christian business owners. I believe that Christians are supposed to operate at a higher level of integrity, dignity, and honor. And I want to help you to do that by giving you a 10-week devotional. I believe it's going to be a tremendous blessing to you. Yes, there's a small fee to pay for it, but I believe it will come back to you with great dividends. So go to blackbusinessowners.com/store if you want to download the notes. I'll have it on the screen, but sometimes I've even have them here. I printed them out because I want to write on my notes and do all that. And if you want to do that as well, you can go and download them from blackbusinessowners.com/store. If you do it today and for a limited time, I'm going to give you a 10-week devotional for Christian businesses. Let me put it here on the screen, and then I'll come back to that. So this is the 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. Discover spiritual success principles for faith-based entrepreneurs. You can get this devotional right now by going to blackbusinessowners.com/store. blackbusinessowners.com/store. Do me a favor before we get started. Tell me who you are and how you heard about today's webinar, because I have some friends that are coming from a special group. And if they acknowledge themselves from that special group, I will acknowledge them on the screen. But I can see your comments there, especially if you commented on Facebook. Go ahead and tell me how you heard about today's webinar. Of course, our conversation for today is going to be tips, options, opportunities, and leverage and strategies to grow your business. If you would like the notes to today's conversation, go to blackbusinessowners.com/store, and you can download. It's an instant download. You can download the notes, and then as a bonus today, you will receive a 10-week devotional for Christian business owners. You can get that today at blackbusinessowners.com. All right, let's get started. Usually, first of all, let me say this. Many people think that money is our greatest asset. I don't necessarily agree with that. I believe that time is our greatest asset. Time is our greatest asset. So I appreciate you for taking the time right now. You are investing this time to learn these strategies. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you for investing your time to learn these strategies today. In the normal brunch and learn that we have, we normally start off with our Black Business Entrepreneurs Creed. And of course, if you're just finding out about the Black Business Owners, we help Black-owned businesses operate with integrity, dignity, and honor. Integrity, dignity, and honor. For more information, you can go to blackbusinessowners.com. HONORS, of course. There it is behind me, but blackbusinessowners.com to find out more information about the Black Business Owners and how you can register your Black-owned business with the Black Business Owners directory. So normally in the brunch and learn, we start off with the Black Business Owners Creed, and I would like to read that for you today. And if you don't mind, say it after me. I'll read it all the way through, and then I'll say it again and give you an opportunity to say it right where you are. I'm not going to act like this is, you're not there, you're there. I'm going to act as if we were live at the Brunch and Learn, at the location that we go to, and I'm going to proceed as normal. So, the Black Business Honors, Black Business Entrepreneurs Creed. Listen to this very, very carefully. I'm going to read it all the way through, and then I am going to ask you to say it wherever you are. I am created in the image and likeness of the greatest creator. I am a creator and innovator. I am a descendant of royal creators and innovators. I can step out on nothing and create something magnificent. It is my birthright to rule, reign, and take dominion in the earth. I have been anointed and appointed by the creator of the universe with the ability to obtain wealth. Therefore, I will plan, promote, and prosper my business with integrity, dignity, and honor. I will empower my community as well as build multi-generational wealth to leave a financial dynasty for my descendants. That is the Black Business Entrepreneurs Creed. So I'm going to read it again. And then, of course, I'd love for you to say it with me. Let's go. I am created in the image and likeness of the greatest creator. I am a creator and innovator. I am a descendant of royal creators and innovators. I can step out on nothing and create something magnificent. It is my birthright. Get this. It is my birthright to rule, reign, and take dominion in the earth. I have been anointed and appointed by the creator of the universe with the ability to obtain wealth. Therefore, I will plan, promote, and prosper my business with integrity, dignity, and honor. I will empower my community as well as build multi-generational wealth to leave a financial dynasty for my descendants. That is the Black Business Honors Creed. And of course, if you came to the Black Business Honors this year, you got that creed. It was actually sitting on the table. Also, let me say this. I'm going to take this moment to do it. I want to thank the Black Business Honors Committee. I'm usually the front person, but I cannot do this alone. So I wanted to take a moment as we got into the conversation today to thank the Black Business Honors Committee. I'd like to thank Mara West, who, if anybody sees us together, you know Mara keeps me in line and tell it like it is. So I'd like to thank Mara West. I'd also like to thank Melinda Reese Stevens. She helped tremendously this year to kind of put all the pieces of the puzzle together. So thank you to Melinda Reese Stevens. I'd also like to thank Noya Bernard, who has been helping us for the last few years. And then I'd like to thank Rhonda Eaglin Jordan. Rhonda Eaglin Jordan has been with me probably for over 20 years with these endeavors that God has given me. Of course, we started working together with the Gospel Music Honors. You can go to gospelmusichonors.com to find out more information. And then, of course, now she works with the Black Business Honors. So I'd like to again thank Mara West, Melinda Reese Stevens, Noya Bernard, and Rhonda Eaglin Jordan for help pull off the things that we do with the Gospel Music Honors as well as the Black Business Honors. Thank you again for tuning into this conversation. If you would like the notes to follow along with me, you can download them instantly from blackbusinesshonors.com/store. And then, of course, just scroll down the screen and it's literally the top option. If you do it today, you're going to get a 10-week devotional for Christian business owners. I believe that devotional will be a tremendous blessing to you. So go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store to download that today. All right, let's get started. Tips, options, opportunities, leverage, and strategies to grow your business. As we get started, I'd like for you to do me a favor. See if I can find it. Now I'm going to try to talk and be the producer all at the same time. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see here. Oh, I have one missing. I have a slide missing. Okay, maybe if I hide this one. Okay. I have a slide missing. All right. So let me just show you. Here's what I'd like for you to do. Like and share, and use the hashtag Black Business Owners. Share your aha moments as well as points of interest on social media. All right, let me show you this one more time. If you download the notes today, you can get this 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. All right, let's get started. Let me go here. There we go. All right, tool number 1. And of course, if you see tools, it really stands for tips, options, opportunities, leverage, and strategies to grow your business. Tool number 1, obviously, you got to have a product. If you're in business and you don't have a product, you're not really in business. You're kind of in a hobby. So in order to be an effective business owner, you have to have a product. And so tool number 1 is product. Having a memorable and service-based business is the number 1 key to gaining repeat customers. I want to acknowledge Nefertiria. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you would like to be acknowledged, go ahead and say something in the comment section, and I'll acknowledge you on the broadcast. Tool number 1, having a memorable and service-based product is your number 1 key to gaining repeat customers. One of my friends, Robin, says it this way: you got to have the wow factor. Your product ought to wow people. So having a memorable and service-based product, of course, service means providing a service, or another way of saying it is providing a solution to someone's problem or irritation. If you want to be in business and you want to be in business for a long time, try to provide a service, a memorable service-based product to your clients or customers. And that way you will gain repeat customers. Some people have hobbies, and that's why they don't see repeat customers, because it's not memorable. And of course, it's not service-based. It doesn't solve an irritation or a problem for a person. So they don't necessarily get repeat customers. And it's okay to have some products that that you can sell that may not necessarily gain you repeat customers. Good morning, Prophetess. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Having a memorable and service-based product, service-based is the key, is your number 1 key to gaining a repeat customer. All right. Okay. I see you, Miss Melinda. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Of course, if you're tuned in to the conversation today and you would like to be acknowledged, go ahead and do as Miss Melinda Reese said. Thanks for the shout out. Glad to be a part of the team. And we're so excited and grateful to have you as a part of the team. Thank you so very much. If you'd like to download the notes, go ahead and go to blackbusinessowners.com/store. And you can download the notes to the conversation today. If you download the notes to the conversation today, I'm going to give you as a bonus a 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. I believe if you call yourself a Christian, you ought to have this devotional, 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. If you're tuned into the conversation today and you'd like to be acknowledged, go ahead and make a comment in the comment section and we will acknowledge you. Okay. I'm trying to play producer and all right, so I'm going to have to delete something. I'm going to delete this. All right. So the next one, service. Service. Of course, I said having a memorable and service-based product is your number one key. So obviously number two would be service. So customer-focused service is one of the most important keys that can grow your business. Let me say that again. Customer-focused service is one of the most important keys that can grow your business. A lot of times as business owners, we like to focus on everything else except customer service. We like to focus on, and these other things are important. You know, we like to focus on advertising. We like to focus on making our website look good. We like to focus on making sure we have great content for Facebook and on social media. We like to focus on making sure things are nice in the business, and all of that is important. But sometimes we forget to focus on what the customer needs. If you're not focused on what the customer needs, then of course you're lacking opportunities to gain repeat customers. I believe I gave an example one time. I went to this business that shall remain nameless during this conversation, lest this conversation is tracked back to the business. But I went to a business, and it was a restaurant. I had my mouth fixed for a particular burger. So I go to the business, and I walked up to the counter, and I asked for this burger. Well, they told me that they only serve that burger on a particular day. Have you ever had your mouth fixed for something, and it started watering it as it's doing now, watering it and kind of forming a little bit? And so I was really just, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little distraught that they didn't have that available, because I really had a taste for it. And no one else was in there, by the way. It was just me. So I said, well, let me ask you a question. I'm talking to the attendant. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you have these items in your restaurant today to make this burger? Can somebody put in the comment section what you think their answer was? I asked them, do you have the items in the restaurant today to make this burger? Do me a favor. If you're watching me, put in the comment section what you think their answer was as I share this conversation with folks. Just tell me what you think their answer was. So I went in there, had a taste for this burger. Of course, they said that they didn't serve that burger on this particular day. And of course, I was a little distraught, but I asked them a key question. Do you have what it takes to make this burger today? Miss Linda gave the correct answer. She told me, and Chantel said it too, she told me, yes, we do. So I was like, oh, you do? And I got excited. I say, oh, okay. So again, no one else. I'm the only one in there at this time. So it's not like if they made this burger, it would put them behind, any of that kind of stuff. I said, oh, so you do have the items to make this burger today? Oh, yeah, we got it in here. I said, well, could you do me a favor? Yes, this is exactly what she said, Prophetess. But we are not serving that today. I was like, what? What are you? I could not understand. But here's the deal. I said all that to say, and I understand people, they serve certain things on a certain day. I get all of that. But she had the items to make that burger that day. It would not have been a huge inconvenience for her to take the time to make that burger for me. If she would have, anybody that knows me personally knows I would have gone out of my way. I probably would have purchased extra stuff to in the restaurant just to kind of make up for the inconvenience of making that burger. And I would have tipped the server more just for going out of the way to make this burger for me. Needless to say, get this, needless to say, she stood her ground and told me no, and said that they could not serve that burger that day. They couldn't make it that day. And so I looked over that menu over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, I was so distraught because I couldn't find anything I wanted on the menu. So I literally walked out of the restaurant without getting anything that day. So customer focused service is one of the most important keys that can grow your business. Do me a favor, if you're watching this conversation, go ahead and like and share the conversation. Like and share the conversation. All right. All right, next. Oh, okay. I was looking for this earlier. Like and share this conversation. And then, of course, share your aha moments as well as points of interest, if you don't mind, on Facebook. I appreciate you. All right. Next up. Marketing. Always find ways to tell people who you are. And I say this all the time. If you come to the Brunch and Learns, I say this all the time. Yes, absolutely. She really did missed opportunity. And they would have, I agree with Miss Linda, they would have earned a repeat customer. Absolutely. If you like to be acknowledged, of course, go ahead and like and share, or make a comment in the comment section, and I will acknowledge you. All right, tool number 3, marketing. Always find ways to tell people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. That is the rock bottom simple method of marketing. Find ways to tell people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. If you go ahead and go to blackbusinessowners.com/store and get the notes to today's conversation, I'll also give you a 10-week devotional that will be a tremendous blessing to you. And I'll add you to our private Facebook group where we have coaching sessions going on all the time. On just yesterday, we had coaching sessions going on, and several people, Miss Joanne was there, and some other people took part. I think Nefertiti was there as well, took part in the coaching sessions. If you go ahead and go to blackbusinessowners.com/store today, download these notes for the conversation, as well as get the 10-week weekly devotional. I'll add you to the private Black Business Owners group where we have coaching sessions going on. Yesterday, we kind of talked about this a little bit. Always find ways to tell people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. But the key to that is to clarify who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. I think that is the biggest mistake I find for businesses. You'll ask them what they do, and they can't clarify in one sentence, or as many people say, an elevator pitch, who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. You ought to be able to say that in one sentence. I want you, if you're here in this conversation right now, to, in one sentence in the comments section, tell people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. One sentence. Who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. And if you do it correctly, I'll put it on the screen for everyone to see. So in the comments section, tell people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. Who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. Always find ways to tell people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. Think about that. And you can do that as the conversation goes along. You don't, if you have to formulate your thoughts, go ahead and formulate your thoughts. And as soon as I see it, the first person that puts it up, I'll put it on the screen. Who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. You ought to be able to say that in one sentence, clear and straight to the point, so that if anybody needs your product or service, they're able to get in touch with you. They'll know who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. So take the time right now. This is your your home. So if you're home or at your business, this is your homework assignment for right now. The first person that puts it up, I'm going to put it on the screen. Tell me who you are in one sentence, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. Who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. Again, thank you so very much for being a part of this webinar. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, go ahead and like and share. Use the hashtag Black Business Honors. Share your aha moments as well as points of interest on social media. But your assignment for right now is to go ahead and tell me in one sentence who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. Who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. All right, tool number 4. Tool number 4. All right, old school versus new school. Old school versus new school. We're still talking about marketing. So old school versus new school. All right, let's see. Miss Linda says, all right, I want you to clarify that, Miss Linda. So of course I would need to know the name of my business. So I'll give you an example. And I want to pull, and I don't have it, but let's say if I'm going to use Black Business Honors. Of course, the Black Business Honors help Black-owned businesses operate with dignity, integrity, dignity, and honor. For more information, visit blackbusinesshonors.com. The Black Business Honors help Black-owned businesses operate with integrity, dignity, and honor. And for more information, visit blackbusinesshonors.com. Or what I also like to say is the Black Business Honors help Black-owned businesses plan, promote, and prosper their business. For more information, visit blackbusinesshonors.com. The Black Business Honors help Black-owned businesses plan, promote, and prosper their business. For more information, visit blackbusinesshonors.com. So you ought to be able to tell me in one sentence who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. So, Ms. Linda, if you don't mind, I'd like for you to kind of clarify that a little bit, and I'll put it on the screen there. All right. So, we're still talking about marketing. I want to talk about old school versus new school. Adapt to old school guerrilla marketing to an updated technological approach. Now, this is so timely for such a time as this. Why? Of course, because most businesses, I know in my city, and I know we have people that will see this all over the world and, of course, the country. But in my city, pretty much we're shut down. Some businesses are open, especially like the restaurants, they're open. But, of course, you can't sit down. You can only do takeout. And then, of course, we have the little delivery services that will go deliver the food to you. But for the most part, you're not about to roll up in there and sit down. So, of course, but your business still, your business should still, you ought to find a way to add a product or service to your business so that if your physical location is closed, you ought to still be able to service your customers. That's why I say adapt an old school guerrilla marketing approach to an updated technological approach. You should have been able to instantly still connect with your customers, still get orders out. Because trust me, I think Amazon, United States Postal Service, FedEx, all these places are still rolling. Of course, now I have somebody that comes and picks up my packages because I'm still, hey, I got products and stuff. I'm still moving. I have it digitally. If you follow me on social media, I'm excited. My book, Wealth and Riches in My House, How to Use Spiritual Wisdom to Create Wealth and Riches in Your Life Without Losing Your Soul, is available. The audio version of the book is available online right now. You can go to LarryWRobinson.com/store to get it. No, you have to click the special link, on my Facebook page to get the audio version of this book. In my personal Facebook page, as well as my like page, I think it's on there. But if you get the book, you also get a bonus chapter of the book. And then, of course, you get a mini ebook along with the book. So you get the audio version, you get a bonus chapter, and you get a mini ebook. You can find that link on my social media pages. But I said all that to say people have still been buying this book. They've been buying the physical copies and they've been buying the digital copies. And for the physical copies, I got a runner that comes, and after we package them up, I put them in the mail and keep it moving. Plan accordingly to be able to operate your business no matter what happens. If you got to move product, find a way to do that. And then, of course, learn how to use technology. This is what you're watching right now is technology. We couldn't have a physical or in-person webinar today or brunch and learn today. So I decided I could have canceled and said, well, hey, all this is going on in the world today. I'm just going to cancel. But I thought, why not have it via the internet today? You should still be able to operate your business with integrity, dignity, and honor by using the latest technological approach. Let me just say this. If you don't have this teaching, get this teaching. It's in the Black Business Honors store too. King Solomon's Secrets to Multiple Stream of Income. King Solomon's Secrets to Multiple Streams of Income. I am telling you, this thing will revolutionize your life. I share in this teaching ancient yet relevant wisdom on how to create multiple streams of income in your business. I talk about in the business humanity's biggest mistake, King Solomon's Secrets to Multiple Streams of Income, and 7 action steps to generate your own multiple stream of income. But all of it is important. But humanity's biggest mistake, if you get humanity's biggest mistake and you understand it, it will literally revolutionize your life for the rest of your life. If you don't have this teaching yet, get it. If you have it, listen to it again. King Solomon's Secrets to Multiple Streams of Income. All right. So tool number 4, old school versus new school. Adapt an old school guerrilla marketing approach to an updated technological approach. I got this from Hakeem Webb. He's a financial advisor out of Atlanta, Georgia. There's his website on the screen. All right. Now let's keep it moving. Normally this session is 90 minutes, but we normally have food. So of course I'm going to try to keep it to an hour today. And of course, watch it all the way through because I'm going to take it down once this is over. All right. So let's talk about it. What are some old school marketing tactics that are still current? What are some old school marketing tactics that are still current? Answer that. What are some old, and I kind of talked about them, you heard me saying, but what are some old school marketing tactics that are still current? All right, there's an elegance to the application of excellence. Let spirit makes them clean for you. Linda Taylor. All right, Miss Linda. That wasn't one sentence, but I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna put it on the screen, so let me put it. All right. So what I would have said is spirit of excellence provides an application of excellence. For more information, contact 409. So what's missing, and you may want to reword it. If you reword it, I'll put it back. So what's missing is you have the name, you have the way to contact you, but what's missing is who you serve. So I would even take out the excellence in application. I would actually take that out and just say who you serve. So if you can rethink that and type it again, I'll put it up. Yeah. So your name, how to contact you, and of course, who you serve. You know, what you do and who you serve. All right. Because if you notice, I said the Black Business Honors help Black-owned businesses operate with integrity, dignity, and honor. For more information, visit blackbusinesshonors.com. Or I said the Black Business Honors help Black-owned businesses plan, promote, and prosper their business. For more information, visit blackbusinesshonors.com. All right. So I kind of told you who we are, who we serve, what we do, and how to get in contact with us. I want you to rethink that and tell it to me again. All right. So what are some old school marketing tactics that are still current? I believe it. Flyers and word of mouth. So, of course, let's say if we are practicing social distancing, how can we have flyers and word of mouth? How can we make that applicable to our social distancing time? How can we make that applicable? So right now, I've literally been in the house since I think I got out Wednesday. No. That's one sentence. I'm gonna come back to that. Wednesday, I got out of the house and actually went to do some work for a client. Dropped what I did off to the client. Came back to the house. I had my little. I wish I had them. I had my little gloves on and all that. But so I've been in the house since Wednesday. So if I can't pass out flyers in person because we're practicing social distancing, how can we make that applicable to today? All right. Hey, Miss Linda. Good morning, Brandy. Thank you so very much for tuning into the conversation. If you would like to be acknowledged, go ahead and say something in the comment section, and I will acknowledge your presence. Yes, social media. Of course, many of you saw the flyer that I put out for this conversation today. So I actually practice what I preach. So what are some old school marketing tactics that are still current today? Put them in the comment section. But then also, listen, picking up the phone and calling people and telling them, hey, I got this going on. Texting people, you know, I made several sales just by texting people, telling them, hey, by the way, especially for people that have asked me, like I've had several people that have my book, but they asked me, are you ever going to put it in audiobook form? So of course I was like, but I guess I'm old school. I love to read. I love to take a pen and I love to circle and write and make my little notes on the side of the book and all that kind of stuff. But some people, they are audible learners and or visual learners. Some people are audible learners, so of course they like to hear it. So I made this book and I put it in audio form. And so I text people, especially that have asked me about putting it in an audio form, that I had it available. And of course they went and purchased the book. So yeah. All right. So social media. So if you're listening to the conversation today, go ahead and tell me in the comment section, what are some old school marketing tactics that are still current? All right. CD2. I do have that book on CD. Yes, I do. Let me remove this one. All right. All right. Let me say this again. If you're watching today's conversation and you like the notes, go ahead and go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store. While you're there, I'll give you a 10. If you download it today, I'll give you a 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. I believe that will be a tremendous blessing to you. All right. So let me just tell you, old school, of course, like Ms. Linda said, is flyers and word of mouth. That, trust me, that still works. Flyers and word of mouth. But the way you do that now, of course, is through technology. Create those flyers and put them on social media. Put them in people's inboxes. I text the flyers. Some people got a text from me with the flyer, et cetera, et cetera. So that still works. Of course, picking up the phone and calling people works as well. Now, I am going to tell you something. This is going to be key. This right here. Tool number 5, work the list. Work the list. You should have, let me see if I have some. Yes, I have some right here. Listen, I might be a little old school. I ain't gonna lie, but I keeps business cards because I have something going on. Let's see here. I keeps business cards. Oh, it just so happens I have one of my favorites here. Let's see if I can put it here. Oh, there we go. So, of course, if you give me a business card, you give me an opportunity to promote you at any time, any place. So this one just so happens to be from Melinda Reese Stevens, inspiring children and youth to discover their purpose in God's kingdom. She's an educator, author, and speaker. There's her number. There's her website. There's her email. Well, when she gave this to me, she gave me permission to talk to her. You know, usually if a person gives you their business card, they want you to reach out to them. So, of course, I want to reach out to her to find out more information about what she's doing. And then, of course, I want to reach out to her to let her know what I'm doing. That is the importance of working the list. So create your own list of people. And this is what I like. Create your own list of people that love, support, and promote your product or service. Let me say that again. Create your own list of people that love, support, and promote your product or service. So people like, I could just look down the list. People like Linda Taylor, people like Chantel McNabb, people like Nefertiti Clofus. I may not always tell them, people like Miss Joanne, I may not always tell them what I do, but I talk about them to other people because they have showed love, support, and have promoted my product or service. So the law of giving and receiving works. Reciprocity is the word I was looking for. But the law of reciprocity still works. The scripture says it this way: give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down. You got to give to receive. Create your own list of people that love, support, and promote your product or service. And so in return, and the way God works, it may not always come from the person that you might love or support. Just be genuine about it. If there's a product or service that you love, just promote it. And it's just the way God works. Somebody is going to love and promote your business. Oftentimes, it'll be the person that you love and support. But if not, just know, do it with no attachments. Do it with no expectations. Just do it knowing that it is a universal law and the law of reciprocity works. But create your own list of people that love, support, and promote your product or service so that you can market and promote them, because you want to keep the law of reciprocity operating in your life. That is the only way to consistently operate in business with integrity, dignity, and honor, is by keeping the law of reciprocity operating in your life. I'm always trying my best to give. I see people, they're having these things on Facebook. Somebody just had something, and I don't, always like to tell people what I do, but somebody just had I'm going to just say somebody just had an opportunity to give the other day on Facebook via Cash App. And Cash App is so easy. So I said, let me sow into this. Soon as I sold into that person, I got that back 10 times more because somebody bought my book. Somebody just sent me a love offering via Cash App. I'm telling you, the law of reciprocity works. If you want, especially as a person of faith, the world, and I'll just use the world has a way, they have sneaky little tactics and all this kind of stuff. I have just found, I've been in business 20 plus years. I found out that all these sneaky tactics and stuff, that stuff don't always work. But what do work are universal principles. And one of the universal principles is Reciprocity. Give and it shall be given unto you. I'm telling you, that thing will work until the universe ends. So if you want people to market and promote your business, market and promote other people's business. Let me say this. This young lady right here, she's the queen of this. Brandy Guillory, I'm telling you, that Brandy, you are going to be blessed for years and years to come. Why? Because you're always marketing and promoting and sowing into other people's business. Listen, I don't think you'll ever have to worry about being blessed because you consistently market and promote people's businesses. I see it almost every day. You're doing something to market and promote other people's business. That is the law of reciprocity in action. And let me tell you something. It is unbreakable. It will never fail. The law of reciprocity is an unbreakable law of the universe, and it will never fail. Never, never, never. So create your own list of people that love, support, and promote your product or service so that you can love, support, and promote their product or service. And that is the way you keep business coming. You keep the law of reciprocity operating in your life. If you agree, do me a favor, say yes. Let somebody know that the law of reciprocity works. If you're watching watching me teach this right now, just take a moment and say amen, yes, hallelujah, something. Let me know that you know and that you are a witness and that you can testify that the law of reciprocity works. And let me tell you something, it will always work. You can bank on it. Just as sure as my name is Larry W. Robinson, you can bank on the fact that the law of reciprocity absolutely works, and it will always work. Yes, you're welcome, Brandon. Brandon says, thank you, sir. I enjoy doing so. I'm telling you, the law of reciprocity works, and it will always work. So if you see you're lacking in business, you see that sales may not be coming in, start giving. And then always, it's not always money. Sometimes just recommending and referring somebody else's business will bring business to you. I remember just the other day, a young man hit me up and said, hey, Brother Larry, I just want to thank you. You introduced me to such and such, and I just landed a contract because of that person, and I just wanted to hit you up and say thank you. And they came back and said, if you ever need anything, hit me up. That's how the law of reciprocity works. So I just literally introduced him to somebody, and then, of course, they did business together, and he made money because of that. And then, of course, he hit me back up to tell me thank you. That's important too. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. But he hit me up to tell me thank you. And then he said, if you ever need anything, hit me up. That's how the law of reciprocity works. I didn't give him any money. I just opened the door of opportunity for him. So sometimes if you don't have money, just sow your influence. Just sow your time. Just sow some of your resources, and it will keep the wheels going. Miss Linda said, yes, indeed, 100%. Absolutely. Tamika, hey, Miss Tamika, thank you for joining the conversation. She says you are right. You're right. All right. So work your list. Create your own list of people that love, support, and promote your product or service. This particular key is extremely important right now. Miss Melinda says, I am a witness. Absolutely. All right. If you know that the law of reciprocity works, and that's how you've been so successful in your business, be a witness. Testify and below and let us know that you are a witness to this absolutely works. Tool number 6, social media. Social media. Listen. Social media is the new yellow pages to find people, for people to find you, and for you to find people for your products and or services. Social media is the new yellow pages for people to find you and for people to find your products or services. Social media is the new yellow pages, because remember back in the day, you would have to open the yellow pages and find, look under whatever and find that business. Now it's like 1,000 times easier. You can almost just put a hashtag on social media and you can find out who you need in less than 2 minutes. Don't neglect social media. Now, here's the thing, and I'm learning the balance between this. Don't be so spammy on social media either. But of course, social media is the new yellow pages to find people. Here's what I used to do, and I'm starting to do this less. And so I get people that fuss at me because I don't do it as often. But what I used to do is if I had something going on, I would tag people in it. On my one of my pages, I only tagged people that have said, Larry, tag me and stuff, because I've asked. They say, we want to know what's going on. You have my permission to tag. So that's why it's drastically decreased from 50 or whatever to like maybe 10 or less. So if you got a tag from me today on my other pages, because you have shown interest and gave me permission to tag you. But I'm just noticing the way God works, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to probably say it 1,000 more times before I make my transition. But listen, there is an ordained audience for every gift. There is an ordained audience for every gift. You don't have to hate on nobody. You don't have to try to sabotage anybody. There is an ordained audience for every gift. So you can freely promote, you can freely celebrate, you can just be free because there is an ordained audience for every gift. I'm not worried about who is not watching this conversation today. I'm worried about you that are watching, because before the foundations of the world, you were supposed to be here. And I am grateful. Thank you so much. That's how you ought to operate. Don't worry about who's not showing up for your business. Don't worry about who is not promoting your business, any of that. Start being grateful for those that are showing up, and start being grateful for those that are telling other people about your business. When you celebrate those people will continue to do it. So thank you again so much for joining this conversation. I am eternally grateful for you, but I believe that it was ordained before the foundations of the world for you to hear this conversation today. All right. So social media is the new yellow pages to find, for people to find you, and for people to find your products or services. There is an ordained audience for you. Be authentic. Be you. You don't have to be like anybody else. Be authentic and be you. And your ordained audience, or what the business world says, your tribe, will find you, support you. They will like you, support you, and promote you. Your ordained audience, let me say it again, will like you, support you, and promote you. When you find your ordained audience, treasure them. When you find your ordained audience, treasure them. Your ordained audience will like you, support you, and promote you. I get fussed at, and Miss Melinda can be a witness. I get fussed at because when I see people like, support, and promote, I try to give them everything and the kitchen sink. Because I'm grateful. It's like, well, this person doesn't have to take time out of their business schedule to like or promote anything. So I am grateful that they do that. So what I try to do is give them more than they pay for. If you sow into me, I always try to give you more. Sometimes I it always comes back to me. So I don't ever lose. I was going to say sometimes to my loss, but I never lose because it always comes back to me. Even as we were planning, and thank all of you that attended the Black Business Honors this year, I tried to go overboard. Miss Melinda came and she said, I think we should do this. And I was like, ooh, that's going to cost, Miss Melinda. But we did it. And the feedback that we got from it was amazing. And I'm so glad that we made the investment to do what we set out to do. But listen, your ordained audience will like you or love you, support you, and promote you. When you find your ordained audience, treasure them. Like them, love them, support them, and promote them. Miss Melinda says, that that's true. All right. All right, here we go. I want to just kind of reiterate some things. All right, so create a dynamic product or service. If you don't have a dynamic product or service, go back to the drawing board, but create a dynamic product or service. Try to do it with excellence. Even with this broadcast today, I tried to do it to the best of my ability with the resources that I had at hand. So, of course, I wanted to make it look visually pleasing. So I tried my best to, as you can see the graphics there, I got my scrolling lower third down there, and it's not a lower third, it's something else. And then of course I'm adding you to the conversation. I tried to make my graphics look clean and not too busy. All of that. I thought this through today. I want it to be a tremendous blessing to you, so I thought this through. So developed a dynamic product or service to the best of your ability. And then, of course, if you get to a place where you can't do it on your own, get help. Like, I could never do the things that we do with Gospel Music Honors and Black Business Honors by myself. I just can't. I absolutely am grateful for Myra West, Nolia Bernard, Melinda Reese Stevens, and Rhonda Eaglin Jordan. They help these events rock. As a matter of fact, I just saw it. Miss Linda said Black Business Honors ceremony rocked. It only rocked because I had help. And that help, of course, was a Myra West. That help was Nolia Bernard. That help was Melinda Reese Stevens. And that help was Rhonda Eaglin Jordan. If you can't do it on your own, which we're not supposed to do it on your own. I was just talking to Miss Melinda the other day, and we were talking about the passage of scripture that says this: write the vision, make it plain, and then it says that those that see it may run with it. And I want to make sure, let me just look at it because I want to make sure I quote it correctly. But I'm going to tell you what the revelation came to me about that. And I hope I'm not freezing up because I'm using the screen. Habakkuk 2:2. And then it says, then the Lord answered me, write the vision and make it plain on tablets that he may run who reads it. Let me say it again. Write the vision and make it plain on tablets that he may run who reads it. In other words, write your vision and make it plain. Keep it simple. Like, I could have came with all these technical terms, all this stuff today, but I just felt led to just keep this very simple. Write the vision, make it plain, or keep it simple, so that he that reads it can run with it. So even with the Black Business Honors, I'll use it as an example. When I went to Myra, when I went to Nolia, when I went to Melinda, when I went to Rhonda, I kept it simple. This is the end game. I told them this is the end game. This is the vision. I cast the vision, and I need help. And so each of them played an integral part into helping that vision come to pass. But if I didn't cast the end game, they couldn't run with the vision, and then God couldn't download strategies and plans and things that we needed to do to make the end game what the end game is. So when I'll give an example. When I told Miss Melinda, this is how I want the Black Business Honors to look when we walk in. Like, the first 2 years, we struggled a little bit because we had some little technical difficulties, but back in my mind, I still had the end game. This is how I want this to look. And so this year, Miss Melinda said, Larry, you've been saying that you want this to look like this. I think I have somebody that can help you make this look like you want it to look. And I was like, okay. So she got in touch with the person, Cheryl Newman, by the way. She got in touch with Cheryl. And so she came back. She said, well, Larry, Michelle says she can make it look like you want it to look, but here's the price. And so because I wanted it to look a certain way, and if those of you that were there, everything was intentional. I'm going to give you some examples, but if you noticed when you walked in, I don't know if people noticed. I know I noticed as soon as I walked in, Of course, she had it looked like we was coming to America, but literally coming to Africa, because she had the giraffes and the lions and the elephants and all that on the floor as you walked in the entranceway. Then of course she had that beautiful entrance when you walked in, and then some of the things on the table was just amazing. One of the center tables, she had this big old lion head. I was just like, shut up. She did an amazing job. But the piece of the puzzle was I communicated that vision to Miss Melinda. I didn't know how. I'm not a decorator, event planner, and all that kind of stuff. I'm an event planner, but I'm not the decorator type person. I forget the official term for her, but she was able to connect me with Cheryl Newman, and then Cheryl Newman, I got on the phone with Cheryl and told her specifically what I wanted, and Cheryl was able to bring that vision to pass. And then, of course, I told her the story about the red carpet. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I just told Cheryl I would love to have a red carpet. I want to treat the attendees like royalty. I want them to be able to step on the red carpet. Somebody challenged me about this, and I just want to read it to you today. I'm going to go back to it. Beloved, you are royalty. And I say that without any apology. You are royal. If you missed the beginning of the conversation, I'm just going to speed through this real quick. You are created in the image and likeness of the greatest creator. And I see Ms. Linda is saying, she said, kudos to everyone who participated and thank you for coming. And then she said that it was beautiful. And I know I'm kind of, going, but I think this is important. You are created in the image and likeness of the greatest creator. You are a creator and innovator. But you come from this, you are a descendant of royal creators and innovators. Oftentimes we read stuff, especially as beautiful Black people, when you think about the history, when you read kind of Black history, it usually starts with slavery here in America. But trust me, your lineage, your heritage does not start with slavery. You literally come from royal creators and innovators. One of my clients right now is an African royalty. That's all I'm gonna say. He's African royalty, and I'm honored to serve him. But they still have African royalty today. So you literally come from royal creators and innovators. And so with that, you have the ability, like the greatest creator of all time, to step out on nothing and create something magnificent. It is your birthright to rule, reign, and take dominion in the earth. If you don't have the Entrepreneur's Creed, the Black Entrepreneur's Creed, reach out to me and get it from me. So I want you to create a dynamic product or service, share, and find people that want and need your product or service. That's important. Don't waste time trying to convince anybody to take advantage of your product or service. And what I mean by that is there are people that are looking for you. Find the people that are looking for you. Find people that want your product and need your service. Find the people that want and need your product or service. The transaction is much easier when you find people that want and need your product or service. And then, of course, on social media, of course, be social and stay connected with people that want and need your product or service. Stay connected to people that want and need your product or service. On my Facebook page, I have what I call close friends. And so I like to stay connected to them. And I like to promote and talk about them and all that kind of stuff. So I have them in my little thing called close friends because I want to stay connected to those that, again, love, support, and promote my product or service so that I can in return create the law of reciprocity, love, promote, and support their product or service. All right. So I just want to kind of recap these things. I have just a few more things to go and then we'll be through. But create and develop a dynamic product or service. Share, find people that want and need your product or service. And then, of course, connect and be social and stay connected with people that want and need your product or service. If this is resonating with you, I'm from the place of faith. I'm a faith-based person. Say amen, somebody. But if this is resonating with you, say yes, say amen. Make a comment in the comment section. All right. I just want to tell you, if you stream If you like the notes to this conversation, go ahead and go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store. If you get it today, as a bonus, I'll give you a 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. Also, I'll add you to our private Facebook group where we do coaching and have some other things that we do for Black-owned businesses. All right, let's keep it moving. Listen, your network equals your net worth. All right, Ms. Linda says, yes, this message is resonating with her. Your network should impede this, and I live by this. I have a lot of, just by nature of who I am, I'm an author, I'm a syndicated media personality, I'm a magazine publisher. Most people in the gospel world will know me from either gospel interviews or gospel singing on the spot. You can go to gospelinterviews.com or gospelsingingonthespot.com or gospel updates. Most people today know me from gospel updates. We tell the who, what, when, why, and where in the gospel industry. If you want to know the who, what, when, why, and where in the gospel industry, go to gospelupdates.com. With all that said, I said that to say this. Your network should include people you can count on and can count on you. I wish I had something just to, I feel like throwing an offering at myself because it's so true. Your network should include people you can count on and can count on you. And this is not people you abuse. Let me say this. You don't want to abuse people, but you should have people that you can call on when you get in a tight spot, and you can count on them. And then they should be able to call on you and they can count on you. I have a friend, if it's, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, if I'm stranded or anything, I'm telling you, I can call, and they will move heaven and earth for me. Likewise, if anything happened with them, they can call, and I will try to move heaven and earth for them. You should have people in your network that you can count on, and they can count on you. People like Myra, I said it earlier, people like Myra, people like Noya, people like Miss Melinda, people like Rhonda, we don't abuse each other. But if they ever call on me and need something, I will try to move heaven and earth for them. You ought to have people in your network that you can count on, and they can count on you. You ought to have those people. I pray for those people actually too. So you pray for them, encourage them, support them, but then also, keep their numbers and email and all that stuff close. You ought to have, this is your network, because your network equals your net worth. And some people just use it like having big time people in your network, and that's cool. But I'm connected to a lot of people of influence, and just because I'm connected to them doesn't mean that they're adding to my net worth, to be very honest, because I'm connected to them, but that don't necessarily mean I can call on them and they'll move heaven and earth for me. I do have some people that will, but you ought to identify the people in your close circle of influence that you can call on and you can count on them, and they can count on you. I'll give an example. One person in my network, I'm not going to put their name out there, but we was coming near the last few days of the Black Business Honors, and there was a goal I wanted for, the tickets. And so I was like, and I guess they could see it on my face too. They were like, well, what's wrong? I said, well, we're coming up to the Black Business Honors, and I just believe it's going to be magnificent this year, and I really don't want people to miss it. I said, I believe we got to have a few more people to register for this event. I want to sell out all the tables that we have, all the seats that we have at this event. And not because I'm just trying to make a lot of money, but I just believe that there's something about the synergy and the energy in the room. When you put yourself in certain places, how God works on your behalf. Okay. Somebody said they tried to go to Black Business Honors store. So let me see real quick. Black Business Honors. BlackBusinessHonors.com / store. Let's see what happens. Yes, it works. So blackbusinesshonors.com/store. But back to the store. So they can see on my face, and it was like, okay, well, what's wrong? I said, well, I just so believe in this Black Business Honors, and I believe it's going to be amazing this year. And we have a few seats left, and I just believe I don't want those seats empty. I want people there so they can experience this. You know what that person did? And it almost brought tears to my eyes. They got on the phone, called people. Well, they asked me how many seats needed to be filled. So I told them how many seats needed to be filled. They got on the phone and called people and said, hey, this event is happening. You should be there. You need to get a ticket. Those people got tickets. Those people came. You need people in your network that you can count on and that can count on you. So, of course, obviously, because that person did that, if they ever need anything, they can count on me. And of course, I already support them and promote them, et cetera, et cetera. But even more so now, if they need anything, I would try to move heaven and earth for them. You need people in your network that you can count on and that can count on you. All right. Let me say this. If you're listening to this conversation today and you would like to have the notes that I'm talking from, you can go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store, and you have to spell it all out. blackbusinesshonors.com/store, and just scroll down and you'll see it. And if you do it today, I'll give you a bonus. The Black Business Honors 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. Discover spiritual success principles for faith-based entrepreneurs. All right. So you can get that today by going to blackbusinesshonors.com/store. All right. This is the final tool, and I use this all the time. I want you to write this, put this on your refrigerator, put it somewhere. This is so important. If anything, I think that all of these tools are important, but I think this is the most important tool that you can activate in your business today. All right, here we go. Tool number 8, the final tool. You know how people say, why you acting brand new? Well, that's tool number 8, actually. Act brand new. And what we mean by that is treat each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time. Treat each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time. Even repeat customers. Treat each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time. Even repeat customers. I'll say it again. Treat each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time, even repeat customers. There is a business in this city. I go there every morning. I really go in there to ear hustle because a lot of business people go to this place. And I don't want to say because they like, it's kind of like almost like a little club that they're going to, but a lot of business people go there. And I like to kind of go in and ear hustle because you hear all kind of things that's happening. And I just like the synergy, new plans and processes happening, et cetera, et cetera. But what I notice is the employees, every time I walk in, they treat me as if they're serving me for the very first time. Hey, Mr. Robinson, how you doing? Welcome back. And then they know my order. I'm a creature of habit. I order the same thing. They know that. But they treat me as if they're serving me for the very first time. They're pleasant. They're nice. They're attentive. They ask me if I want anything else. You know, they listen. Treat your customers or each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time. That is the secret to getting repeat customers. Because let me tell you something. And many people are finding this out to be true. People don't have to do business with you. And excuse me for going up to the Tevin Campbell range, but people do not have to do business with you. Trust me, people do not have to do business with you. So treat people Treat your clients, treat your customers as if you're serving them for the very first time. I don't take anybody's money for granted. I say thank you as if they giving me a check for the very first time. Are they hitting that Cash App? Now, I love the fact on Cash App now, they got the little love thing. Use that when people send you money, hit that thing, hit the love thing on the Cash App. Acknowledge the fact that they sent you money. When somebody I usually try to send a receipt, not a receipt, a text message, especially if I know the person, I'll send them a text message. Some kind of way, I try to acknowledge the fact that I appreciate them spending money with me. People that get the books, if they're getting it directly from me, I try to write something in it to say thank you. If they let me know that they got it off of Amazon, because the book is available on Amazon too, I try to acknowledge that, say thank you, but treat each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time. That is like the ultimate key to success in business. Never get to the point where you think people owe you. Trust me, they don't. Nobody owes you nothing. People, this happened. I'm not gonna go into great detail, but somebody was very, I don't know the word. I didn't like their customer service. So I did something to let them know that they're not the only person that provides this service. And they quickly got it together. Treat your customers as if you're serving them for the very first time. And when your customer lets you know that their experience was different, make that right. Make that right. If the experience that they had with their business wasn't what they're used to or wasn't what they expected, try your best to make that right. Treat each customer as if you're serving them for the very first time. I hope this conversation was a blessing to you. Do me a favor, if it was, say something in the comment section. But more than that, like and share this conversation. I went a little longer than I expected to go, but if we were in the Bunch and Learn, we would just be finishing right now. Anyway, we will be getting into our networking time. So do me a favor. If you were here with me at the beginning of the conversation, go ahead and do your homework. And I will acknowledge that. While we're doing that, let me say this. To download the notes for this conversation, go to blackbusinesshonest.com/store to get the notes to follow along with or to go back and write on, et cetera, et cetera. But as a bonus, you're going to receive a 10-week devotional for Christian business owners. I believe it will be a tremendous blessing to you. Of course, if you like this conversation, like it, love it, and then share it. Thank you so very much. But go to blackbusinesshonest.com/store to get the notes of today's conversation, as well as a devotional. I believe it would be a tremendous blessing to you, especially if you're a person of faith. It's a 10-week business devotion. The reason why it's 10 weeks is I want you to go ahead and stretch that thing. You're going to get one devotional that you will read. And I usually start mine on a Monday morning. So on the Monday morning, I read the devotional and I read it every day for that week, because I believe repetition, like my mama used to say, repetition is the mother of skill. But you got to let that thing get in your spirit, get inside of you so that you can live it throughout the week. So that's why it's a 10-week business devotional. And then it's designed for you to go back to week number 1 and start again. That's how you become a person of influence. That's how you let this thing the scripture even says to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And the way you do that is to rehearse with what you want to become. So you rehearse these things. So that's why it's a 10-week business devotional. But I believe it would be a tremendous blessing to you. You can get it today by going to blackbusinesshonest.com/store. Again, I want to just go ahead and acknowledge those of you that have participated in the comments section: Melinda Reese Stevens, Linda Taylor, Tamika Nelson, Brandy Guillory, Chantel McNabb. I saw Neferteria Clofus, and some of my comments have disappeared. I saw Joanne Frank. Thank you so very much. Again, I would like for you to like and share this conversation. Use the hashtag Black Business Honors. Share your aha moments as well as points of interest on social media. And then finally, visit blackbusinesshonors.com to become a member of the Black Business Honors Directory. If you are a Black-owned business and you're not a member of our directory, go to blackbusinesshonors.com to be a member of our Black Business Honors Directory. You'll see the perks of being a member when you go to blackbusinesshonors.com. And of course, you can become a member of the Black Business Honors Academy. Also, let me say this too. If you go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store and you download the notes to today's conversation, you're going to receive as a bonus a 10-week devotional for Christian business owners. If you do it today, I will also add you to our private Facebook page where we do coaching and we give other tips and tools for you to grow the reach and revenue of your business. So, of course, thank you so very much for tuning in to the Black Business Honors. I like to call this bullet points. Speaking of bullet points, go to blackbusinesshonors.com and you can download our bullet points. One of them in particular, we featured Mansa Musa. If you don't know who that is, you might want to know who Mansa Musa is. But download it today by going to blackbusinesshonors.com and then click on newsletter. But it'll be a tremendous blessing to you. Of course, in the Black Business Honors bullet points, that's what it's called, bullet points. Of course, we help you plan, points to help plan, promote, and prosper your business. Black Business Honors bullet points is the Black Business Honors newsletter. In the issue, we talk about sales, marketing, goals, credit, budgets, and then of course we have insights from expert business owners and then success profiles. But go to blackbusinesshonors.com and download this today. And then, of course, you can actually go to the website to get a copy to get mailed to you as well if you would like that also. Again, thank you so very much for tuning in. Do me a favor, like and share this conversation. Like and share the conversation. And, of course, if you saw value in this, go ahead and acknowledge that you can do a heart. You can say thank you, whatever, in the comments section. Now, listen, I'm going to do a teaching inside of the Black Business Honors private Facebook group this week. And of course, in order for you to take advantage of that teaching, you can go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store. There's a surprise topic that I really think is going to be of interest to you. So the way to get in is to go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store and pick up a copy of today's notes. And then while you're there, you can get a copy of the 10-week devotional, 10-week business devotional for Christian business owners. And then when you do that, an important key is to use the email address that is associated with your Facebook page so that you can get the direct invite to the private Facebook group. So you can get coaching about your business. We can help you get referrals for your business. Just a whole bunch of stuff. You'll be blessed for being a member of the private Facebook group. Do me a favor as I end today's conversation. Well, first of all, again, I believe that time is the greatest resource that we have. A lot of people say money is, but I believe that time is. So thank you so very much for investing. You didn't spend it, but investing your time with me today. I believe that it will bring great dividends in your business. So again, thank you so very much for investing your time with this conversation today. Do me a favor, like and share. Go ahead and like and share. And then, of course, in the comments section, go ahead and give some takeaways, what you learned, what you liked, and opportunities for growth, etc. Again, thank you so very much. And I look forward to seeing you. Black Business Honors 2021 already in the works. It's going to be Sunday, February 28th, 3 p.m., 2021. Sunday, February 28th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Make plans now to attend. I think nominations are going on now too at blackbusinesshonors.com. Thank you so very much. Let me end. I would like to end with our creed, and then we'll be through. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and say something in the comment section. I'll take a moment to do a like or a heart. I want to end with our Black Business Honors Creed. Black Business Creed. I am created in the image and likeness of the greatest creator. I am a creator and innovator. I am a descendant of royal creators and innovators. I can step out on nothing and create something magnificent. It is my birthright to rule, reign, and take dominion in the earth. I have been anointed and appointed before the foundations of the world by the creator of the universe with the ability to get wealth. Therefore, I will plan, promote, and prosper my business with integrity, dignity, and honor. I will empower my community as well as build multi-generational wealth to leave a financial dynasty for my descendants. If you would like a copy of this creed, of course, just reach out to me. Again, thank you so very much. I see Miss Linda is saying 100 and giving hearts. Thank you so very much. Like and share. Again, I want to thank Miss Linda for participating in the conversation. Melinda Reese Stevens, Tamika Nelson, Brandy Guillory, Chantel McNabb, Nefertiti Clovis, Joanne Frank. Again, I think some of them got deleted, but thank you so very much. I appreciate you. So like and share the video. We're going to do this again, either in person or online, either in person or online at Black Business Honors. Find out more information, but we're going to do it on the last Saturday of the month. If this conversation has been a blessing to you and you have found insight into it, one of the ways that you can sow back into this is by downloading today's notes, by going to blackbusinesshonors.com/store to download the notes as well as get the journal. Or if you just want to sow a seed, you can use Cash App, the $ Black Business Honors. So if you just want to sow a seed and give back, trust me, it's the law of reciprocity will work for you. You can go to Black Business, where you can use the Cash App $ Black Business Honors, and I think you can find it on the website as well. But to be a blessing to us, and we be a blessing right back to you digitally and instantly, go to blackbusinesshonors.com/store and download today's notes, and then of course get that 10-week devotional. I believe it will be a tremendous blessing to you. Like and share the video. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and God bless.